festivities. Well, just a short while ago, the majority leader, Osei Chairman Sabonsu, was speaking to journalists, and he was telling them about how frustrated he feels, and the fact that he feels the speaker has not been helping in matters like this, allegedly. Well, yesterday, you recall, that allegation came from the Deputy Majority Leader, Alexander Penyo-Markins, that the Speaker was obstructing business of the government by his conduct. Today, we are beginning to hear also very strongly from the Majority Leader, who has said that with all that had transpired from last night into the early part of this morning, they've been trying to reach out to the Speaker. But the indication they got, one, he said the Speaker, they had word that the Speaker was going to be here around 9:30. Even though they convened at 9, they waited, the Speaker did not come. At 10, they still waited. And then finally, they had word that the Speaker was going to be coming around 12 o'clock. But they said, well, they could not wait any longer because they feel a bit frustrated about what the Speaker was doing. It was basically to launch an attack on the Speaker in very, very plain words, to say that they are displeased about what he's doing. But I'm going to engage the Deputy Minority Whip, Ahmed Ibrahim, who is also the Member of Parliament for the Banda constituency. Let me ask you specifically, respond to the issues that the Majority Leader had said. He said that even the Speaker did not communicate his absence from the House today. Coming on the back of all that had transpired, shouldn't the Speaker have been here this morning to make sure that cool heads prevail?
That is very unfortunate from the Majority Leader. And you see, there's a leadership failure on the part of the Majority Leader. You see, as a Majority Leader, you need to be in constant touch with the Speaker of Parliament. Then the Deputy Speakers of Parliament need to be in constant touch with the Speaker of Parliament. And don't forget, the Speaker himself has just returned from sick leave, which you and I know. And as a result of that, when he sits, he's at times hand over to the Deputy Speakers, which he did yesterday. Yesterday, the Speaker himself was here. We were at conclave. Where was the Majority Leader? We in the minority were here at 9 o'clock for business committee to proceed. Where was the Majority Leader? You have brought your budget to Parliament. You have brought your financial bills to Parliament. You have a major policy bill to Parliament. You left all this and went to Kumasi that you were going to do political party meeting, party activities. And as a result of that, you were unable to return on time to Accra for business to proceed. The Speaker you are chastising today was on the plane on the Speaker's lobby, waiting for you from 10 a.m. in the morning up to 4 p.m. before proceedings started on the floor of Parliament. So the Speaker, after proceeding with business activities, then handed over to the first Deputy Speaker and went home. So the first Deputy Speaker, after adjourning, should have reverted back to the Speaker and said, oh, I adjourned the House to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. By our standing orders, what is the sitting time of Parliament? Parliament shall ordinarily sit at 10 a.m. So when you adjourn proceedings to 9 o'clock instead of the normal 10 o'clock, did you communicate that one to the Speaker? And if they are saying that the Speaker should have been here at 9 a.m., how would the Speaker know that we were no longer sitting at 10, but rather we were sitting earlier than 10? Who communicated that one to the Speaker? Put that one aside. If they are saying that they were unable to wait for the Speaker and therefore they reconvened the Parliament for us to proceed business, in what capacity were they doing that? Let me be very factual with you. There is only one Speaker of Parliament deputized by 2 deputies. If the Deputy Speakers adjourn Parliament to 9 a.m., it should have been the responsibility of the Deputy Speakers to communicate that one to the Speaker of Parliament. Oh, Mr. Speaker, this is what happened. And there was confusion and disorder. As a result of that, we adjourn sitting to 10 a.m. in the morning. And even that, once you do that, you have to convene leadership meeting so that the 2 leaders on both sides, we would have met this morning to make sure that we judge to see the way forward. You failed to do that. The speaker sent a word that he was coming at 11:30, which they themselves are saying that they couldn't have been waiting for him. If the man says, I never knew you adjourned to 9 a.m., therefore I'm preparing to come at 11:30, you know he's just returned from sick leave, and you are saying you are unable to wait for that. Do you chastise him? You see, the ideal thing is for the House to adjourn. What they have done, we gave them that option earlier, and they refused. Even the first deputy speaker himself, yesterday at conclave, suggested that the House will adjourn Sinidi for us to go and come back to revisit the issue, what he has done. They objected to that. The finance minister objected to that. So they have objected to what they have done. Now they have gone and pushed the wall. Then they have come back to what they should have done earlier. So they should stop and desist from chastising the speaker. Speaker did the speaker that. If the speaker didn't come and you had the opportunity to preside, if it is easy, go ahead and do it.
I mean, let me come to the specific issue of what transpired last night into this morning, the early part of this morning, the exchange of the fisticuffs, the tearing of clothes, and that issue about the fact that a member of yours from your side had allegedly used a sharp object to cut the face of the sports minister. Most reprehensible. The conduct of members of parliament is you should be apologizing to Ghanaians.
The sports minister himself is a very good friend. I have not seen what you are saying, and if that is true, then it's an unfortunate incident. But once I don't know,
these are not my saying. These are things that the majority leader said.
I don't know which of the members did what they are saying. It may be wrong on my part to conclude or to agree that what they are saying is true. But whether it is true or not, once they claim a member got hurt out of the activities that happen in Parliament, it's unfortunate. By going forward, that is why we always say that democracy is a rule of law. There can be no democracy if there is no rule of law. You remember, everything was going on successfully until the first deputy speaker said, look, I'm telling you, once the second deputy speaker vote and come and change me, I'll also vote. That is where this confusion started. And these are matters we should do away with. There was a voting which you were not part of, and that result is challenged, and we are doing confirmation. The confirmation, if you were not part of the original, how do you take part in the confirmation?
I mean, we don't have time. Finally, from me, the issue about consensus has come once again. Is your side ready to build the consensus with a majority?
As we are on recess, we are going back to our constituencies to get in touch with them, explain matters to them. The bill, this is the bill. The report, this is the report. What is your view on this? Out of the outcome of the briefing and the responses from our constituencies, that is what will inform the decision that will be taken later.
All right. Most grateful to you, Ahmed Ibrahim. He is the member of parliament for the Banda constituency and also the deputy minority whip. Well, the issues have not ended. What is still hanging, even though the budget has been passed, is been approved, the appropriation has also been approved.